I'm going to show you how you can use Google Analytics to understand a whole lot more about your customers and your conversions. And I'm going to show you a real example using one of our remodeling clients in South Texas. This is a remodeling business that already makes millions of dollars per year, but they had a really poor infrastructure for marketing. And in 4 months, we were able to add $400,000 in top line revenue with $150,000 being in profit. Listen to Rocky explain it better than I can.
Our business is unrecognizable to what it was this time last year. Last year, we closed the year out at, I believe, $1.1 million at 12% profit margins. This year, as of right now, we are on pace for 1.6. My marketing guys think that we're going to do a little more, but they may push me to the 2 million. At right now, we are at 29.8% profit margins.
Why is Google Analytics super important and what can it do? Number one, it tells you where your customers are coming from. If you build your website as a conversion tool for a business that you own, you're going to be sending traffic from advertising, social media, people looking you up directly on Google, and you want to be able to know which of those customers are turning into people who are actually reaching out, booking a call, making a purchase, etc. Two, it allows you to optimize your spend because it's going to tell you what marketing is working, and so you can focus your advertising budget on those things. It allows you to improve your user experience on your website because you can understand how your website's working and how are people behaving when they come to it, and that allows you to build a better experience. It also allows you to set and track goals, which is super important, especially if you have somebody doing your marketing or an in-house team or an agency. You want to be able to look at the numbers and say, how can we improve quarter over quarter or year over year or however your time frame is. You want to be able to set objectives and improve. With that, let's get behind the screen and show you exactly how to do it. So this is G&H Construction Group. This is the website that we built for them. And again, we're focusing on high-end remodeling jobs. So these are jobs that are homes that have, values of $700,000 or more. And it's super important that we understand our audience and we're able to target the right people. So this is the website we built for G&H Construction Group. It's optimized to convert in a couple different ways. So on every service page, you can see the service and there's a way to contact them. So this is the contact button, and we're going to mark those as conversions. In addition, there's the blogs, which we also send traffic to from paid ads. These are their most frequently asked questions, and these blogs basically allow us to build a cold relationship with customers online. So if somebody's interested in flooring, we'll run this as an ad and send them to this blog page where if they land on it from the ad, they can read about it. And then at the same time, we have a form that is our conversion metric right here. So we want as many people to convert on these as possible because if they read the whole article and they fill this out, they are a high quality lead. Just as an important caveat here, all of the forms and the call buttons, everything that we convert leads from automatically goes into a CRM called Buildertrend. We build our own custom CRMs. We use some softwares depending on what our clients prefer. But it's super important that all your leads from wherever they come from are all populated into one place so that if you have a sales team or if you have somebody that's doing sales, everything's in one place. And ultimately, if you ever want to sell your business, investors want to make sure that you have really good data and a really good CRM so that it's very easy to see how you're doing and the leads in the pipeline, et cetera, et cetera. So to set this up, we're going to go to Google Analytics. Should be this first link right here. We're going to sign into Analytics. I'm going to have an account, but what I will do is if you have an account, you're going to come to this admin area and you're going to click create and you're going to click property. If you don't have an account, then you're just going to make an account and follow the same process. In this case, it's G&H Construction. We're going to put real estate. Again, this information doesn't really matter. It's more just for Google to collect this about you. Medium. So this is where you could track a bunch of different things. In the beginning, if you don't have any data, I highly recommend just going with other because it'll give you basically multiple types of reports and you just want a good baseline in the beginning. This is obviously a web platform and I will get the domain is G&H Construction Group. And I will basically copy this. I will paste it in here. Take out this HTTPS, and then I'll just put G&H Construction. Sweet. And as you can see, we'll be able to track page views, scrolling, outbound clicks, people searching it up, video engagement if there's videos on your site, file downloads, and form interactions. So super, super important. We'll go ahead and click continue, and then I will be able to get the tagging instructions. So from here, this is where we need this measurement ID, because ultimately this is the way that you're going to be able to translate to Google what's going on your website. So we're going to go ahead and copy that. Then I'm going to go to a different website called Google Tag Manager. And I know this can get confusing, but Google makes it really easy to navigate to your Google Tag Manager. If I click this G&H Construction, or in this case yours, you can go to this, the Tag Manager button. And in this case, I already made just a basic account, but this will take you to Google Tag Manager, where if you don't have one, this is where if you come to Google Tag Manager and you don't have one, you can just click Create Account. But for this purpose, I'm going to show you using one that I've already made. Then once you have this, we need to click Add New Tag, right? And so this is where we will name this G&H Construction tag. And this is super useful, this tag, because it allows you to track a lot of things that are going on in your website. You can see there's tons of different plugins and other softwares that you might be using that are super useful. So this is the easiest way, in my opinion, to set this up. This, I can click Create Tag. I want the initialization to be on all pages because I want to track everything on every page, and I'll just put G&H Construction. I will click Save. Sweet. So here I'll get this code right here. So this is where you can go onto your website and basically install this code. So our company, Ready Media, built this website using WordPress, and we downloaded a plugin called Header, Footer, and Post Injections to basically be able to do this. And you can just paste the code here. You can see this is right after the head, and then this is right after the body. So what I will do is I will do exactly that. Paste the body, paste the body. And there's tons of tutorials, and they even have options for if you need help installing it with like Wix or Squarespace or one of those website builders, you can do it that way as well. And if I click New Tag, Tag Configuration, I will say Google Analytics. So I will put here GA4 Analytics, and you can name this, however you prefer to name it. In this case, what I need to do is I need to get this measurement ID. I need to paste it here. Google tag found in this container. And in this case, I can just do an event. And for the triggering, we're going to do on all pages. I'll click Save. Let me not actually click that. So if I click Save, Submit, and I'll just put 831. I can publish this. Once I publish this, you can see that these are the types of things that we can be tracking. We have Google Analytics and a Google tag set up. And then if I come here, and so now you can see, we have one user active in real time, and now we have some data loading. And so now this is a setup account, and pretty soon we'll be able to see things like acquisition, where they came from. You can see sessions by primary groups. You can actually track engagement events. You can see how many leads came in, and you can set up events based on your business. You can see what traffic is going into what landing pages and what the events were per landing page. So it's super cool. You can see if you're doing e-commerce, You can see kind of the process, obviously how much money you're making, et cetera, et cetera. You can see user attributes, which are more about their demographics, their age groups, where they're from, et cetera, et cetera. And I'll show you now an actual account that we have set up. So in this example, you can see where when you have reports set up in real time, this is for one of our personal injury clients, you can see that in real time, they have 2 active users in the past 30 minutes. You can see what pages they came on. So it was a free case review, the contact page. And if I go to, for example, leads, I can go to overview. We can see that we had 2,000 people basically come in the past 30 days. We had 235 retaining. We can see a lot about the locations that they're from, how they came to us, whether it's through email, paid search, etc. We have our audiences where we can kind of segment our audiences by different ways. You can see here exactly where the clients are coming from. Is it display ads? Is it direct? Is it paid search? Is it email? Is it organic social? Then we can also track the amount of events that's happening from here. So I can track, for example, we track repeat phone calls, first time phone calls, opt-in impression. And so that tells us how many phone calls we're getting and how many opt-ins we're getting. And so that's super useful because then we can see exactly which ones we should be focusing more on, which buttons are getting more focus, and it gives us a better understanding of why it's working. So it also tells you here like what pages are getting the most views, and we can organize this by the amount of sessions from low to high. We can see the contact page obviously, but which pages are working, which blogs are getting the most traffic, and so that's super useful as well. You can also do exploring where you can do a bunch of data visualization. You can do free form charts, funnel exploration, path exploration. These are things you can play with as you get more data. But if you're a business that's just setting this up, this is probably not going to be useful for you. And then obviously you can go to advertising, and this is where you can set up a lot of your attribution. This is where you can set up also your Google ads so that it feeds directly into this. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with Google Analytics, and it's a super important starting point. If you're a business owner and you're trying to focus on building your brand, creating content, you want to be able to track the website, and that kind of be your biggest conversion tool, because you can send traffic from anywhere. You can send it from the link in your bio on your socials. You can send them there from the blog. You can have QR codes on physical merchandise, on random things. You can obviously have paid ads, etc. And so you want to be able to focus sending as much traffic to this website as possible, understanding where the traffic is coming from, and then you want to understand how can I make the website better so that it can convert more people. And ultimately, that's what Google Analytics is super useful for. Combine that with a CRM that can take in all the lead information, and at that point, you have a great way to understand where your traffic is coming from, and everything that happens with the traffic that converts, your CRM will track. And at that point, you'll have a really good data-driven foundation for your business, and you'll start being able to make real decisions based off real data that's going to help you make more money over the long period of time. I hope that this was interesting. I hope it was valuable. We wanted to keep this as brief as possible, but at the same time show you exactly how you would do it step by step, what you would use it for. And if you have any questions on how you should use it, let us know in the comments below. If you have any other questions that are marketing related, also leave it in the comments, and we'll try and make a video on it as soon as possible. Check us out at readymedia.solutions, and we'll see you soon.